tonight, I was meant to be in a double act. But on the way to the gig, I got hungry and didn't even remember. So I got 20 minutes and 3 jokes. I hope you laughers. Joke 1, I recently wrote on Facebook, woo, WrestleMania soon. Any predictions? And someone commented, you'll never have sex. Since then, deleted my mum off Facebook. She's got any negativity in my life. Joke 2, I'm trying to lose some weight, so I downloaded a famous jogging app. But it's not working because every time I go 5 kilometers, I end up at a Burger King. Turns out I downloaded Couch Speaker. It's a real fucking joke right there. How come when people without stigmatisms wear glasses, it's fashion, but if I go around in a wheelchair, it's benefit fraud? I'm from Hull, I still do it, I need the money. It's lovely to be in Stockport. Like, I went for it tonight, I put on my good jacket. Like, I was coming out of lockdown, I was like, I need a look. So I went to the market, spent good money on the jacket, 25 quid, took it home, put it on, looked in the mirror and was like, ooh, you're a sexy man, Salisbury. You're looking good. Whoa. And then, do you know when you look at something too long, you realise the flaw? It doesn't make me look like sexy man Salisbury. I'm very aware that it makes me look like I'm the guy from Jurassic Park that tries to steal dinosaur DNA. I live in Hull. Do you know how much a smackhead sounds like a velociraptor? Terrified walking home. I was so happy for lockdown, which is weird to say that all my industry went to shit, but I was super happy because I don't know if you remember before lockdown, but little Donald Trump had his finger on the button and was almost starting World War III. And I was terrified because I'm draft age. Well, let's be honest, no one wants this in their army. The only people that would want me in their army is my platoon, because they're like, when we get sent to the front line, I'm hiding behind him. I'm a millennial, I'm soft as shit. You don't want to send me to war. I'm not built for it. Could you imagine the first day of war? I was sergeant coming in the room again. All right, maggots, it's time to go to the front line and die for your country. And I'd be like, oh, not today, I've got anxiety. God, can I just stay and have a mental health day instead? Are you a man or a maggot? Did you just assume my gender? I spent lockdown with a 16-year-old legally. It's my little brother, he's 16, I'm 31, I can explain the age difference. I showed my mum my GCSE results, she realised she fucked up and started again. Anyone got teenagers? They're the kids you want to send to war. Because the next generation of teenagers give no fucks. I'll give you an example. I was looking after him and I was like, hey little brother, tidy your room. And he was like, nah. And I was like, that's fine. I remember this from my childhood. What would happen is my mum would be like, tidy your room. I'd be like, nah. She'd be like, tidy your room or I'll hit you. And I'd be like, nah. And then she'd start counting to 3. I'll be honest, I don't know what happens at 3. Either I tidied my bedroom at 2, or I woke up 6 hours later. So when looking after my brother, I was like, tidy your bedroom. He was like, nah. I was like, tidy your bedroom or I'll hit you. And he just Googled it, pulled out his smartphone, and went, if you hit me, I'll ring Childline and you'll get 6 years. We've raised a generation of teenagers that aren't scared of their siblings, they're not scared of their parents, they're not scared of teachers, they're not scared of police. We've raised a generation of kids that aren't actually, we're taught to be scared of one thing, paedophiles. Well, you can't threaten a kid with that. Like, I could walk into his room and be like, hey, little brother, tidy your bedroom, or what? Or me and Dave are going to nonce you. Hey, little brother, tidy your bedroom, or what? I'm going to take pictures of you, William, put in a WhatsApp group. Just want to point out that is a joke. Never nonce my little brother, or any child. Let's get. Don't forget. girlfriend in lockdown? Yeah, I was looking forward to it and planned it, didn't I? I was like, we're going into lockdown, gonna get a girlfriend, just gonna smash my way through lockdown. Gonna be like coming out looking skinny from my sex body. Gonna be excited, I was dead excited, and then 2 weeks in, Boris Johnson went, it is now illegal not to have sex with anyone in your household. And I was like devastated because I asked my mum and she won't keep. No, she keep working, she already done one shift, she didn't need to do two, you know what I'm saying? 2 12-hour shifts, back to back, no chance slitters. So me and my girlfriend, what we had to do, we had to change it up, we had to get experimental. So we tried phone sex. Yeah. Anyone in the room care to admit they tried phone sex? You fucking liars. Phone sex is a different beast, I'll be honest with you, Stockwell. Because you can't be human phone sex. Because I'll be honest, girls want Mr. Grey, and at best I'm Mr. fucking Tumble. So I channeled my celebrity lookalike, which is, you're right, Jason Momoa. Right? Aquaman, didn't channel him as Aquaman, went back to his category, went Game of Thrones style, Khal Drogo. You know what I said, fellow man, yeah, sexy, long-haired, muscly man. And I was like, ooh, Khaleesi. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, ooh, Khaleesi, ooh, mother of dragons, you are the moon, and I am your stallion, Khaleesi. I will fight them men. I will destroy the nations. I'll kill a White Walker for you, because I love you. And then I come. But phone sex is weird. You can't just hang up or leave and get your bus. It's not like real sex. I got bored and started watching Disney Plus, and she's like, oh, and then what? So I just started describing what's on the screen. I was like, well, we'll get married. And she's like, oh, yeah. I was like, then we'll buy our dream house. And she's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, we'll go on adventures. Oh, yeah, we can't go on adventures. Every time someone breaks in the house, we have to pay for it. Sorry, we'll have kids. Oh, shit, we can't have kids. Sorry, we'll go to that hill you like. Oh, my God, you can't get up the hill you like. Oh, my God, you're dead. Oh, my God, there's a fat Asian kid at the door. Oh, my God, the house is floating by balloons. And she's like, are you watching Disney's Pixar Up? And I'm like, yes. And then she comes. That's how we do phone sex. If anyone wants to try it, I find Up and Mulan. This time of year, because I'm getting excited, right, for Christmas, right? Because I grew up in a Chav family. I don't know if you're aware of the Chav, but Christmas is special. Because Chav families go all out, right? And we have some magical moments. Like, no matter what me and my brother wanted for Christmas, my mum would go out and work hard. And she'd always deliver what we wanted for Christmas. Be it bikes, Xboxes, game consoles, we'd get it right. And we'd have some magical Christmases. However, it does mean I innately hate February, because that's when Bright House come and took it all back. Congratulations if you don't count that Bright House reference, you're not poor. That is, that's all about. If you're not aware, Bright House is a catalogue company that goes, hey, poor people, you can have the same thing as rich people, but you have to have an added 69.9% API representative, which is fucking extortionate. So imagine my glee when I found out Bright House were taken to court this year for mislending, and they were fined £25 million. I was like, the judge was there like, you can pay 25 million now, or 36 million over the next 52 weeks. I knew, everyone was like, oh my God, I can't believe that evil corporation was evil. I fucking knew it was coming. You know why? Last summer on my council estate, I went to 3 hot tub parties. Each time I turned up and was like, where's Uncle Dave? And they're like, down the corner shop, getting some electric for the meter. That's not a hot tub party. That's a lukewarm bath with cousins outside. Guys, you guys are doing lovely. I'm so glad to be gigging again. During lockdown, I took a job working with young people with disabilities. Has anyone ever done a job like this? Yeah, it's honestly, they're the best job in the world. I would say everyone should volunteer and at least do it. Even 6 hours of your time is the best. Because young people with disabilities are some of the funniest people you ever meet, because they don't have a voice in their head going, don't say this. I know this because the first day I got partnered with a guy called Chris. Chris is in a wheelchair, and Chris comes up to me and goes, hey Jed, I'm Chris, but everyone calls me Wheels. And I was like, absolutely not. And they went, why not? I was like, because if I call you Wheels and someone hears, it's going to sound offensive. And he went, don't worry Jed, everyone calls me Wheels, you have to call me Wheels, this job's about not treating me differently. I was like, oh, okay then. So a week later, my disciplinary, guess what I found out? calls him Wheels. Do you know what's worse about the whole story? They didn't see it there. We got reported by the public. Because on our first day together, I took him bowling. I was like, right, I'll go buy you some drinks, you input our names, and then I'll whoop your ass at bowling. But that's not what the public saw. What the public saw was the man who steals dinosaur from DNA from Jurassic Park, who's badly at bowling, but his only act of petty revenge was putting the names Wheels and Legs. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been absolutely magnificent, and that's it. I kind of want to end on this nice message of, it's because of the long road getting back, asking any stand-up comedian, we've been sort of just out of work, and it was really difficult in the beginning of the pandemic because the Arts Council never saw comedy as an art, so we couldn't get funding, and so we've really struggled over the past year. So genuinely seeing a nice comedy club full of people genuinely warms my heart, because you get dicks in the industry, and people will be like, well, how much do you even earn from stand-up comedy? And I hate that question, because they're not asking the question because they're interested, they're asking so they can put a price to my art, my form of expression. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to answer that question, because I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of rating my comedy on a price scale. This is art, this is expression, this is freedom, this is how I express myself, and it brings my heart on stage, and I show it to you guys. And they said, no, Mr. Salisbury, to make a universal credit claim, we are going to need a number.